Hey everybody, we've got SushiKishi here to run Chicory, a colorful tale. And the donation incentive for this run was met, which means he's gonna have to draw a king donut for us. He?
No, I'm ready. Let's get to it.
All right. Take it away.
Right. So I have a little bit of time to talk about it, so I'm just going to get started, and we can start in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, where'd my skip cutscene button go? Oh no! Why did it not save? You know why I didn't save? Because when I was practicing, you know what I did? I used Alt F4 to close the game, so it didn't save my setting. There we go. So at the start of Chicory, a Colorful Tale, we are playing this cute little dog whose default name is Pizza. Today, their name is Donuts. They are a janitor in this Wielder Tower. So before we can really get started, we gotta do a little bit of cleaning up before we can pick up this magical brush that's going to be the center of the plot of the game. Don't have a ton of time to talk about. We're gonna hop right down here, go pick up a cup of coffee in the cafe, skip the cutscene, and pop right out of bounds. And as long as I get here before that little jingle finishes playing, I know I'm off to a pretty good start for this run because we're already into the third boss fight of the game. Boom, boom, boom. In fact, not just the third boss fight of the game. Let's see who it's really gonna be. Dramatic reveal. Ba-ba-da-bum. A little early. Hey, look at that! It's Chicory. So we were already fighting Chicory. Their name's on, the box art there. We were already at the end of the game. It's not quite that simple. But we are skipping not just 2 entire boss fights and two entire... I'm going to use dungeons. It's not really the appropriate term, but this game really gets Zelda on the mind sometimes. But we're skipping a lot of walking around, 2 whole boss fights, and skipping right to unlock the third ability of the game, which is the ability to jump. You kind of use your brush as a little pole vault, I think. And being able to jump is going to let us give us a whole lot more mobility and access to a lot more sequence breaks and out of bounds and glitches and clips, all sorts of fun stuff we can do with the ability to jump. More Final Fantasy XIV circles to dodge. There we go. Hiya. Hey. I was trying to jump, but I gotta finish this boss fight first. Or that button's gonna do anything. That was close. Let me hit you. Come on. One more. There it is. Now, this game does have a skip cutscene button, which is going to let me jump cut from the end of boss fight right into the screen transition. So if the game feels like it's a little herky-jerky, that may be the reason why. But now we can jump. I didn't mean to jump right into the lake there. I want to jump behind a tree and then jump into the lake. Hit my save button. Should put me, yep. You can actually see what I was trying to do there. I'm trying to jump at least, roughly halfway across the water. So when I respawn in, it's going to find the nearest bit of dry land to put me on. I'm going to jump through the screen transition. And when you save and quit in this game, I should specify, at least on the 1.0 version, a lot of what you're going to see here doesn't work in current patch for this game. But in older versions of the game, when you save and quit, it keeps the position of where you are, and not necessarily where you jump from or where you land, which is how I think it works in current patch. And that lets you get out of bounds in all sorts of different ways. Looking for... Yep, one more screen. There we go. Now we're going to be in the dark quite a bit in this run, because we don't actually fight the boss that unlocks Glow in the Dark Ink until very late in the run. I'm trying to hear. Get me here to my left ear, we're good. So we're not going to unlock glow-in-the-dark ink until very late in the run, and even then, it's not going to work. That ability in particular just doesn't work if you sequence break and get it out of order for whatever reason. But now we're on to what would be the second place you go to investigate, the Wheeler Temple. Somewhere in the darkness here is boss fight. There we go. Another big eyeball. Another big eyeball. Two big old eyeballs. Music. I don't want to talk over this music too much. But the soundtrack was composed by Lena Raine, who has done music for Guild Wars 2, for Minecraft, for Little Big Planet, I want to say, as well as the Celeste soundtrack. It's absolutely fantastic. I think this track in particular might be my favorite. Ah, yeah. Those vines give me more trouble than a lot of things in the game. You're not supposed to have the ability to jump yet, so I keep trying to jump it, and I think I'm just not very good at doing that on this particular fight for some reason. I just want to jump too early. Trying to like run and jump like Mario or something, I just don't have that much momentum. But those single vines give me trouble sometimes. Nice big sweeping movements. Thought I'm gonna get tagged there. Alright. I stay right here in the middle. The double vine should miss me every time. Every time, yeah. Now you do see me painting around everywhere with the paintbrush. Everything in this game, other than like these boss room floors, if you will, are permanently, I shouldn't say permanently paintable. You can, paint and erase as much as you want. You can draw on anything in this game. You can recolor your character as well. You can color all of the NPCs in the game, in fact. But you do not need any level of artistic ability to actually play through this game. There are lots of drawing prompts if you'd like to let your creativity run free, but you're not required to have that particular skill. And I wanted to talk about something here. I just unlocked the ability to swim on land, and we'll shut it off in a second, but I don't have glow-in-the-dark ink, so I've got to find my way out of here. I can't see. The fill tool will try to do most of the work for me. Swim over to the right. There we go. Well, the fill tool will do all the work for me again here. There we go. As long as there's paint on the ground, you can swim on land now, which lets you move a little bit faster. Find out which jumping you do move very quickly. Not as fast as if I were in a body of water. Not there quite. And normally I would go right back out of bounds and go on to the next boss fight. But we didn't unlock the incentive to go draw donut, which means I gotta get out of here. Let me try not doing it into the tree over there. There we go. There we go. And how we're going to do this is we're going to actually do one of the drawing prompts in this game. At the start of the game, as you can see, everything is now black and white because all of the color in the world has been erased, and that includes all of the color on the sign for the donut shop here. So first we need the color in the donut shop. Oh, you know what? I have my trackpad on. F1, I think is the button I want. Yeah, touchpad off. Good. That's all nice and colored in. Now we need to make a new special. I'm gonna keep calling them donuts, and that's wrong. These are actually called holies. All the food in this game has a different name than you might expect, and these are holies. I'll pull up my little prompt here on the cell phone. I was told that there was not, unfortunately, not an artist available for this particular incentive. When I offered this incentive, I said, hey, if somebody with some artistic ability would like to volunteer, this might be a cool incentive to offer. I was told the incentive's listed, but there's no artist, so we're gonna make do with what we've got here. There is a fill tool available in the game. I don't have that unlocked yet. And it takes time to go get that. So we've got our nice donut base here. Some chocolate frosting. Now I don't want to, may have to sacrifice King Donut's poor little arms here just so we have enough room for all the details. But I'm going to draw the shoes on here. That light blue shoes. Kind of like this. Not as much as I'd like here. Maybe I should use the smaller brush a little too. Little shoes. There's some shading on the shoes too. And a dark blue. Bit of shading. There we go. I'm over here. Same thing. Two big ol' eyeballs. Now I don't have black available to me. You can use you have custom palettes available to you in this game, but again, that's something else I'd have to unlock. And I am stopping to draw here. We are in a little bit of a we are on the clock here, so I don't want to spend too long going to unlock some optional stuff. Make do with what we've got. Nice dark eyes, big eyeballs. I know it's going to look a little cursy until I start filling in all the rest of the colors. A lighter blue on the bottom right. Brush a little bit. Hey, it's not too bad. Now I could erase to get the white color for the pupils, but then it will actually be transparent. You don't want that. It's yellow instead. Undo button, thank you. Make these wrong purple. Where's that purple? There we go. Better. Not I want to spend too much on this. Here we go. And then the crown. Oh, I almost forgot. I forgot the crown when I was practicing earlier. So let me not forget the crown here. I have a ton of room here to work with. Little spiny bits on the crown. Then the sprinkles. A little bit of every color here. Boop. 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 Some long sprinkles, but that's okay. That's gonna blend in. Yellow. Green. There we go. That's a little too long. There we go. And let me see. Crown. The shoes are there. It's not really room for the arms. We'll have to add them on afterward. And how does the song go? First you draw a circle, then you draw the eyes. I think we've done all of those steps there. Boom, done. There's our beautiful King Donut Holy. Actually, if you leave and come back in, you can see everybody is getting in line to enjoy your brand new dessert. MAGFest dessert available only here at MAGFest. Now I gotta figure out how to get. Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna go on land. Right across the ocean because I can swim on land now. There we go. I'll be right back on track to the next boss fight. So we're actually going to see this cafe skip one extra time since we stopped. To our drawing. Oop, oop, oop. There's a cafe. I'm just walking away from it. Maybe we left one screen at some point. Oh no. screen. Oh, one more screen. There we go. Come from a different angle, kinda forget the pathing sometimes. January. Today's the 7th, correct? January 7th. Your birthday's January 7th? That's right. Happy birthday to us. Oh no, why'd you walk out of bounds? My bad. I was trying to walk over to the gate. It's gonna be our birthday. There we go. Let us skip it this time. I'm gonna take a photo for our driver's license. Not really a driver's license, our transit pass. Sign it. Done. And now I can quick travel around the map as long as this is very important, walk by this little bench here. It's super important you just walk on the street. Don't have to interact with the bench. Don't have to walk over it. Don't have to touch nothing. You just have to walk on that screen. I only mention that because there's multiple ways to get to where I'm going now, and not all of them involve getting on that screen. But those other ways are all going to cost you about 3 minutes. You don't want to do that. If you are a fan of Wandersong, there's a nice little egg for you there. We're not going to really get to interact with too much. I mean, 1.0 really means you playing on either the day one version of the game, which would be 1.0.50. I am on 1.0.49. It's the, I guess, day -1 version of the game, and you can unlock that by using Steam's beta branch feature. The only difference between this and the day one version that actually went live in the store is that chapter select feature I accidentally clicked on, which I can't actually make use of, but clicking on the menu is not to invalidate the run or anything like that. Right over here, should be a boss fight here. Hey, and look at this! All of a sudden I'm painting with 2 colors now, and it's all nice and synchronized, like mirrored across the screen here. This is cool. Really is cool. This is my favorite boss fight. I'm not super quick at it, but this fight's so much fun. See this little Lopsy is following me around. Oh no! So now we're fighting against evil donuts, dark donuts. This is our this game's version of a Darkwing fight, if you'd like to look at it that way. Now, when it's colored in like this, it's got like that white outline like it's a sticker or a Paper Mario character. I have to make the boss hit itself with its own brush. Otherwise, I have to hit it with my brush. So I need to keep track of what state the boss is in. I also have to keep track of whether it's following me directly or not, so I can break its shield with the Final Fantasy XIV circles. Okay, now I gotta not run into that. That'd be good. I can't break the shield for a while, so I just need to dodge a little bit here. Waiting for the AoE. Yeah, now you're gonna move. Get over to safe spot. See, I was hitting it with the wrong brush. I was so used to hitting it with my brush. It's a little bit of time there. Come on. See, now it's following me, so I can actually just paint on myself when it's following me, but it's not always synced to you. That's why you gotta keep a track of its position. That boss fight unlocks the ability to swim up walls, so now I can swim on land, swim on walls, but I still can't swim in water. I can really only doggy paddle. That's not just a joke. I really can only doggy paddle in the shallows right now. And now I have to leave this nice, fun-looking underground area. We're leaving through a nice dark cave system that I'm going to light up with glow-in-the-dark paint. Go up the steps. And it's completely dark. And I don't actually have glow-in-the-dark paint. So right about there is a little vine that I need to fill it up with paint and then swim up the vine. But right about here, those things are eating my paint. So I have to put the paint down, get up the vine, and I have to put the paint down, get up the vine before the paint gets erased. I think I'm up here. Well, I should be in position. If I jump left, there we go. There's a screen transition. We got through it first try, easy peasy. One screen's over, one screen up. And that lets us cut out of bounds right to, we're going to actually skip up another boss fight here and go right to the one after that. We're going to start working on the trials. This category is called All Bats, which stands for All Bosses and Trials. And there's only one trial that actually has a boss fight at the end. The rest of them are just very, very clever platforming and painting and logic puzzles. But this one actually ends with some conflict at the end. No! No, you don't usually do that. Stay 6 feet away, please. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get out of that. All right. Whoa, hey. Oh, I'm over here. I got distracted. Can't be too much more now. It really can't be too much more now, right? I feel like I'm getting to the end of the loop and the music I'm used to. There it is. So on the Wheel of Trials, so I'm actually going to be backtracking a little bit as far as the story is concerned. I guess as far as map decisions is concerned, I'm actually going to go back to where we started the game, over to the Wheel of Tower. Bench, the bench, the bench, what am I doing? Yep. We do have a boss fight coming up. It's a very pretty boss fight to look at. The music, like all the other music in this game, is fantastic, but it is a bit of an auto-scroller. So if you want to talk about incentives that are coming up, anything that's on the schedule, and donations that have come in, or the charity, this is going to be a great time to do it because we are going to be here for a little bit. I can't actually do any damage now or at any point in this fight. I just have to dodge, wait for my friend to calm down, and stop trying to attack us. Which means it's also a good time not just to, it's a good time to use that donate command in chat. You can use exclamation point donate to get the donation link to the Tiltify page. All the money that is going to be raised is going to Child's Play, who since 2003 have focused their efforts on working with their partner hospitals to provide video games and other technology and entertainment to those hospitals to improve the life and the recovery process for pediatric patients, especially those who may be in the hospital long term or who may need to make Alt tab out with the Alt tab button on my mouse. That's a brand new one. Who may be in the hospital either long term or may need to make frequent visits for their treatment. Obviously, it is the work of doctors and nurses and researchers who make the treatments effective and find new treatments. But going to the doctor, especially if you're a kid, going to the doctor, frankly, can be scary. It can be painful. It is not fun, especially if you need to stay there for a long time during the day. So having something to help make it a little more fun, a little less painful, like having video games available, really is an important part of the recovery process. It really is something that shouldn't be overlooked. You don't want to just treat the physical symptoms, you want to help treat the mental symptoms as well, which is why I like helping out with events that let me support Child's Play whenever I can. If you want to learn more, you can go to childsplaycharity.org or use the charity command in chat, or about how to donate and about the charity as well. Continue. I'm not going to save and quit. Should be our last time seeing the cafe, unless something goes wrong. This cafe skip, by the way, it really is that simple. And you just hold down and tap left. But that's only on 1.0. I'm not gonna go fight this boss again and you go through this screen. This, by the way, is a bit of content in the game. So if you play this game before and you don't recognize that screen, it's because it's not in the actual final release, unless you go out of bounds. This is my stop. Turn here. I should say this is my turn, rather. It's in the bottom right corner of these screens. I could be dolphin swimming. Haven't been. Now, just want to make sure I go around this present here. I don't want to get lost in the darkness here or fall back in bounds. That's a really bad room to get stuck in without any way to light up the screen. It's really tough to get out of there. And we're actually on to the first boss fight of the game, so it took us long enough. Did I miss one? No, okay. Gotta wait for it to shoot. Did I? Why are... I want to watch the replay now. Why are we 4 down? That was strange. I'm not complaining, but that was all strange. Don't walk into the boss. Don't do that. Get a little closer than it needed to be. You see, I'm skipping that boss fight. We don't get the chapter end cutscene or anything. That's just because that boss fight works a little bit differently. Do I know what day it is? I didn't get off the screen fast enough. What day is it? What? It's a birthday. That's great. Hope you're not working too hard. I'm taking it easy. Oh my goodness. I didn't know your family called you on your birthday. I actually have not. I haven't played this game since it came out. I haven't played it, casually, I should say, since it came out. I actually have, you can actually see my name in the credits. I'm a little bit proud of it. I had very, very tiny little bit of helping doing testing and things like that when the game was in development. Let me actually read what I'm doing here. So I actually got to play the game early, And I really love this game. It's definitely, for me, my favorite game, I really should say, is still Earthbound. It takes a lot. It's going to take a lot to take it off of my list just because I played it so much as a kid. But this is the only game that's come close to popping it for me. But I haven't actually played the whole game casually vanilla since it's come out. So something like that, I don't think I knew because I don't know if I tested a build where that was in there. This one first. Let me not change up the order. I'm gonna forget something. Hello?
We did just receive a $15 donation from Metroid Master, who said a bit late on this, but here's my $5 per death from the Mega Man 9 run last night. Also, keep it up, Sushi. You're doing great.
Thank you. Quit. There's at least 6 dot puzzles, and if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played the game, wait till you get to do these puzzles. But we don't have to do any of those. We're going to skip and jump right over the exit, go right to the end. We were supposed to do a self-portrait there. Whoa. There we go. But you can actually just submit a blank canvas. As I said, there are very few required drawing prompts in the game, and even the ones that are there, the game's not going to grade you or judge you on your artistic ability. So you don't have to worry about that if you're interested in the game. Worried about whether or not you can play this game if you can't draw or you haven't drawn before. It's really not required at all. Trying to get over here on the left. Let's see if second jump will sometimes pull me over and sometimes it'll pull me right back in the middle. No, we're over here. Alright, so I'm gonna jump swinging through. There we go. And now I'm over here on this right side of the screen. You see all this stuff over here, all these clouds I need to jump through. All those flowers I need to paint and all this. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of that because I'm out of bounds right now. Now if I save and quit, the game will probably pop me back in bounds. If the game were to crash for any reason, it would probably pop me back in bounds. And I've had sometimes, not every time, but sometimes if I let go of this shift button that's letting me swim, it'll pop me back in bounds, or at least get me stuck out of bounds and I'd have to save and quit. As long as I stay swimming, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. As long as I stay swimming, I'm gonna swim around this entire mountain. And I don't have to do any of this platforming, so you get to look at it all. It's all very pretty. This really is some fun stuff. We're skipping over in the name of save and frames. Left here. Right over there. Now if I can stay out of bounds here through this cutscene. Nice. There we go. Wiggle out of bounds. Actually just swim up this screen too to our musical number. Skip, because it's a cutscene. That's going to be the last of our trials. Actually on our way to the end of the game now. All the bosses except for the final boss have been defeated. All of the trials have been completed. Woo. Sound effects in this game are fun too. Oh, swim. Let's go. I always call this home. This is the Wheeler Tower. This is not home. This is just where you start the game. Climb the tower. Yep. So I think that big plot reveal we're not going to talk about right now. Just in case you haven't played the game and you're interested in playing it. Because you're not really going to get any of the puzzle solutions from this run. You're not going to get too much of the plot from this run. You are going to see the bosses, but that's about it. I am going to talk a little bit here. There's actually something I haven't been doing in this run that you can do, and that is using the skip cutscene button to skip transitions like this. The reason why I don't do it is because it's hard on my eyes to look at it, and that could be because I do that thing where you turn all the lights off and just have the monitor on, and that's probably bad for my eyes. But if you skip the transitions in this area, you can actually get yourself locked here theoretically forever. You'd have to be playing frame perfectly to do that. But it's counting how many screens you've been stuck for. And if you skip over the cutscene, you may skip over, we'll just say like that one line of code that's actually counting your movement. And you can extend your stay here much longer than it needs to be. And theoretically, you can just be stuck there forever if you just keep skipping it over and over and over again. Oh no! The boss ate my brush and then the screen faded to white. That's definitely not good. That's not good at all. Very sad. Now we don't have the brush. I can't jump. I can't swim. I can't do anything. I could go get Donut Holy. Got really quiet all of a sudden. You just crowded around this time. You know what? Don't even tell me. I'll just stay inside here, pretend like nothing's wrong. La la la. So I guess we're not getting any King Donut Holies today either. Oh But let's head back. Let's head back to the tower. Let's try to fight the boss again. Second time's a charm, right? Here's our friend Lemon, who we haven't talked to the entire game. We're not really talking now. We're just skipped over the cutscene. I'm so sorry, Lemon. But Lemon really wants to help out. Because Lemon knows we've been trying very hard to do our job as the wielder. They want to help us out. It's very much, they can't carry the ring, but they can carry us. They may not be able to use the brush and save the world, but they can carry us across the river that we couldn't otherwise swim across. Help us get back to town. Really. I was going to say get back to town safely, but we can't actually get back in town without the wielder brush at this time unless we go over here. We're gonna have an unskippable cutscene here while we stop trying to skip the unskippable cutscene. Here we go. Hold on to mouse button while we grow this tree. So if anything's come in or if there's an incentive to pitch, now's a good time to do that. I'm just gonna jam. There we go. Got a brand new brush. Got all of our abilities back. Let's try this again. One more time. Come on. Oh. Let's skip the cutscene. I keep hitting the skip cutscene button, but it doesn't actually skip any time because it has to let the intro play. There we go. So now we're on to the actual final boss of the game, which is the evil corrupted brush that we've been using the entire time. It's now out to get us. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I can deal damage. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, we slid. You know what? That's what I get for trying to be cool. Alright, here we go. It's double inverted. It's double inverted. It's double inverted. There we go. There we go. There we go. Would think with all the practice I'd get a little bit better at that, but it's just my mind can't wrap my head around it sometimes. There we go. Mirror brush, mirror brush, mirror brush, mirror brush. See, now it's, I would say chasing, but it's really synced to my movement. I need to dodge the little stamps. And then let one of these starbursts take, evil donuts off of the brush. Hopefully without getting bopped myself. Hopefully. There we go. Oh no, we're fighting Chicory again! I can't seem to hit them. If only there was somebody here to help me with this boss fight. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get this timer. If only there was somebody there. There we go. So now we're going to team up with not evil Chicory against final boss Chicory. It's just going to dodge all of my attacks until our Chicory lands some crowd control abilities like that. For a second, I was like, why am I not attacking? Why am I just sitting here? Still can't hit the boss. There we go. And yeah, now the brush is counterattacking us with our own abilities, so I have to make sure I set Chicory free every now and then. So you don't want to hyper focus on dodging and just fall asleep at the wheel, because then you could just be dodging and dodging and dodging. I like that caps lock key button today. This is the first time I've played on this laptop, so I should keep finding that caps lock key button. Hey! A little too close. Come on, come on! Swing! There we go. Sometimes Chicory takes their time. I'll line up that next shot. So we're on the last phase now. It's probably going to be 3 damage cycles unless something goes a little wrong. And then we got a couple minutes for... Got at least a minute until time. The time's going to be when the screen completely fades to white. Not on the last sit, not when everything's exploding. It'll be when the screen fades to white. Ouch! There's nothing I can do here to speed this up either, because of the bubble shield. Just gotta dodge out these stamps. We didn't unlock any stamps in this one because it's not a 100% run. But there are different shapes and stamps and stuff that you can unlock that'll affect the shape of what you draw. Like, oh, I can't actually turn them on during the boss fight. How about, like, you know, heart stars, those leaves, all sorts of different shapes. I mean, they will all appear here at the end if you start collecting them. Ooh, that was mean. That was just mean. Oh, somebody got their A game today. Now that was just a whiff. There we go. Alright, last cycle, let's go. Do not really run into the leaves. Not just walk into them. Get away from me! Ow! Whoa! That was not the jump I was looking for, but it worked out in the end. That leaves after me. Those leaves are after me. Thank you! Again, this time's going to be when the screen fades to white. All the way. Boom, 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 boom. Kapow! Explosion of colors. And that's time. Credits are going to play. A little bit of a scene after the credits and stuff like that. But none of that's on the timer, so that's it for the run. Don't know if the Holy Shop appears in the credits. They get one last look at our friend King Donut. But I don't think it will. As we're signing off, thank you very much for inviting me to do the run. Thank you for donating to Child's Play. Again, all that money is going to Child's Play to support their mission in helping children, sick children get better, helping their recovery process by donating video games and other technology and equipment to their partner hospitals throughout the world. There we go. And that goes a long way to helping those kids recover, because you don't want to just help them recover from their physical illness. You want to help them recover from their mental illness and keep their spirits up as well. That's also extremely important part of the recovery process. And Child's Play helps towards that mission. They also support DV shelters throughout the world as well with similar programs. You can find out more about the charity at childsplaycharity.org. Also use the donate command in chat to donate to the Tiltify page. There are still incentives and rewards to be met, including one for Celeste, which is the next game on the schedule. It includes another soundtrack from Lena Rain. So if you like this music, you're definitely going to love the Celeste soundtrack as well. And that's it for me. Send it back to the studio.
Thank you so much, SushiKishi. That was a great run of Chicory, A Colorful Tale. As Sushi said, up next we have Celeste being run by Rish. Super excited for that. We'll get that set up for you now. Oh yes, and the link to donate can be found in the description at twitch.tv/magfast.